Right, I haven't done one of these videos for a while, so apologies. What I have here is, it's on its side, is what we call the snöskuffe, or the snow sled. Now, as you can see here, ouch, that was my grinder just fell on my foot, never mind. The corners have completely rotted away, and so has the metal all the way down the front edge, which you need to kick underneath the snow and ice, especially what builds up at the bottom of the drive. Now all of this is really worn away, and so the front leading edge here bends over when I try to load it up. So the job today, I've already started getting rid of the paint, but the job today is to weld a new bit on here. I'm just going to discard the edge, which is the tool edge, which is folded over. I'm just going to have some 2mm thick, and I'm just going to sharpen it. I'm going to weld the corners on as well, and hopefully, as these are like about 1,200 crowns, I have history with this one, as I've welded it and patched it a few times before. So yeah, let's see what happens. You can see there, the metal's actually quite good, about 60mm in, so that should make quite an easy front edge repair anyway. Let's have a look at the back. Yeah, come on, focus, stupid thing. There we go. Yeah, I think what we'll do, we'll cut it and hope for the best. There's the frog eye. On reflection, I have decided to strip off the paint that's on the underside as well. As you can see, there's actually quite a good bit of metal there. Well, don't look back here, but we'll worry about that later. In a couple of years' time, we'll worry about that. But, you know, let's be honest. I've seen rustier Volvos. Sorry, Magnus. Straight. Nice. Okay, that's the front edge, nicely cut off. Now, as you can see, there's like a folded over lip. I have checked it. It is tool steel, so I might have to try and prise that off and bang it on the new bit that I've replaced this with. Otherwise, it'll only probably last a year or maybe 2. I don't know, we'll see. Now the metal itself is actually 0.9 thick. Now what I'm thinking is I might have a bit of frog eye floor that I can just weld onto the edge. And these corner bits here, I'm not going to bother bending them up or anything. I'm just going to weld it up. I'm not looking for a quality Instagram finished piece. This is a bodge that's going to look like it's been done by someone on a farm with no teeth. Yeah, let's go and see what scrap I can find. After looking through the scrap that I do have, I got this part of the frog eye floor, which are large. It's covered in hammerite, and there is quite a bit of fiberglass fixes that have been done to it, and it's also got these ridges in it, so I'd have to hammer it flat anyway, which wouldn't take long, but it looks like it would be a pain in the arse to cut up. And I could maybe do it that way and just do like a seam down the front. Or the other bit I've got that is suitable is this repair panel, and that's very flimsy. So I think what I'll do is I'll just go and find a new piece of 2mm or 1.2mm thick, and I'll just weld it on and be done with it. Now, the other thing is, do I do a butt weld, because I like butts, or do I do like a flange? And so the new piece sits into a flange I'm making the top there, because I do like a bit of flange too. Though I'll probably go with the butt weld actually, because I can't be bothered to, because the compressor is all funky and my flanging tool is an air tool. One thing I'm learning about this entire process is it's impossible to make videos effectively with your phone. Hey mole, I measure. as you can see here, there, I've still got some of the original swaging from the bottom, and I've got some paint left to remove at the back as well. And I got these corner pieces, but the new piece of metal down there, which I've cut off, I've actually got enough to fold a new corner around. So I'm going to cut these bits off next, knock they flat, and then I have to charge my phone up. I'll probably have a beer as well, actually, while I'm doing this. But no, it's really not recommended to shoot DIY, ouch, videos on your phone. Right, apologies about the camera position. It's because I'm charging. What I've done is I've put two creases in, which are sort of compound bends, to fit in these corners. Next job is to get some tacks in there so I can finish off the creases around the edge, and then we'll see what happens next. It's not hot enough. Try that. That's better. Whoa, blow through. Looks like I need my copper pad. Where is it? Brute force. There. Right, got a bit too much of a gap here, so I need to put some copper behind it. I don't care if it warps, doesn't matter. I'm going to fix that hole next though. Nah, me blow holes through stuff? Never. Set fire to shit, but... Right, I'm just going to carry on and tack along the length, and then I'm going to start worrying about these edges. Okay, you can see it sort of tacked across the bottom. I did blow a few holes, but you know, I've got quite heavy wire in. I think I've got 0.8 wire, or should I have 0.6 wire in for doing this jobs, but I can't be able to change it over. Next up is to do the little weld under here, so I can crease that over, and then I'll do the weld on the top and then do the final bend to give it the scoop. Then I have to do the same on the other side. So it's just a case of banging that into forgiveness. We do lots of that around here. It's usually me that ends up getting banged into forgiveness. Come on, focus, you idiot. Okay, so that doesn't look too bad now. So just put this weld up here, especially in that bottom corner and this top corner, so then I can crease this bit over and fill up the little bit I've overlooked here. I might just cut the bit off this because it's quite rusty. That's pretty fugly. But like I said, farm bodge. Ow! This is the last weld. I'm just going to pile a shitload of it in there. Proper pigeon shit style. Because, like I say, it's only got to last a couple of years. I hope if I plug the welder in. Right, that'll do. That'll be it for today, I think. and I shall carry on with the idiocy tomorrow, where I'll stitch the whole top. It doesn't matter if it warps, it doesn't matter if it looks like shit, which in my book is a win-win. Let's take you in and have a quick look. Still got some more bending and stuff to do, but that's the weld. Yeah, something like it. Focus your bugger. There we go. And yeah, that side I'll worry about tomorrow. It looks pretty shit, but trust me, it is just a bit of about 10 minutes with a hammer, if that. Hey ho, back again. It's the next day. I've done the other side too. Looks a bit pigeon shitty at the moment, but you know, hey ho. It was always supposed to be a bit of a badger's fanny, and there's nothing about that which a bit of grinding and banging won't fix. So there'll be a lot of grinding and banging. Anyway, next job is to do the continuous weld right the way across there and not start any fires. You can see it's a bit bent and wobbly, but that doesn't, I don't care, it doesn't matter. It's, like I said, it's supposed to be a farm bodge. And another note is, this would be quite good for TIG welding along there, because I can get a nice thin bead which doesn't need much grinding, but I can see the state of the metal is a bit grimy and I've got a limited amount of time to do this. And I also have a limited amount of gas which I want to save for another project. So pigeon shit it is. This is awesome. I'm blowing some absolutely spectacular holes, and the welds aren't particularly good either. Right, giving it a bit of a clean up. It's basically done. Oh, come on, focus. Stupid thing. There we go. What I'm going to do is on the back where the light shines through, because there are a few porous bit or a few holes, I'm just going to put another blob of weld on the back there, because it doesn't matter, it's for shoveling snow. I am definitely no Instagram welder and I don't really care. So you can see how it's buckled up there and bent, so I will give it a bit of a knock in. The next part though is the edge, the front edge, the lip that folds over there. I have been trying to detach it to no avail. Right, there's the back side. That's not so looking so good. Damn phone won't focus. So what I have done is I've gone along and knocked the tops off some of the ugly ones, which actually sounds a bit like a certain Red Reef nightclub in the 80s. Yeah, so next up I have to sort the leading edge, the cutting edge as it were, just by strengthening it somehow. And also there's part of the handle structure I have to strengthen and bodge. God, that looks terrible. If you're gonna idiot responsibly. Rethink on the leading edge here. It's just too hard to salvage and it's just too rotten, so I'm going to dump that and I'm going to cut a completely new piece of mild steel. And what I'll do is I'll fold it over, shove it on and put some spot welds just because I can, I suppose. God, this is starting to sound really unintelligent now. I'm really tired and it's getting late. Okay, time to chop my fingers off. No doubt everyone's screaming at YouTube or Facebook at the moment, but that's probably a fairly reasonable idea, though if I remember rightly, someone once told me it was porous. So this is going to get very wet on the inside. I'm going to give it a dusting anyway, because why not? I guess that's the inside. This bit heavy duty metal for what the brake's made for. It'll go, I know it will. It has done before. Or just clamp it down to the desk and hammer it over. So there's all the plug welds, all nicely deeply penetrated. It's reasonably sharp there now. I'd say it's about 4 mil thick, which isn't bad. Folding over 3 pieces of 1.2 mil thick. So wow, it's probably closer to 5 actually in some places. Right, I'm going to flip it over, do a whole shitload more hammering, and then I've got the spot welds to do on the other side. God, it's hot. Right, that appears to be the end of this one. Hopefully I'll get some footage of me actually using it, even though it turns out it's going to rain tomorrow. The edge is sharper than it was in its original connotation, and it's also quite a bit stronger. But like I said, it was never supposed to look good. I originally thought it was going to be a fun project to share and video, but turns out not so much. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Now, it's sort of like that, but if I hit it a few more times with a hammer, I think it'll be fine. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching that as much as I did not enjoy shooting it. And if you want to see any more crap like that, just let me know.